Ukrainian officials say at least 15 people are dead, including 4 children, after Russia launched a massive attack on Kyiv overnight. It's the deadliest and most destructive aerial assault on Ukraine since President Trump's Alaska summit with Vladimir Putin. Residents sheltered in a metro station as Ukraine's Air Force says Russia launched nearly 600 drones and more than 30 missiles. Video circulating online shows the moment a strike hit central Kyiv. That explosion blew out the windows of a nearby cafe, filling it with debris. Now President Zelensky says strikes are, quote, a clear response to everyone in the world who for weeks and months has been calling for a ceasefire and real diplomacy. Foreign correspondent Tom Soufi Burridge has more. Hi, Tom. How extensive is this damage in Kyiv, and what's the latest on the search and rescue efforts?
Yeah, Diane, in terms of the numbers of drones and missiles fired by Russia, this is the largest aerial bombardment, the second largest, aerial bombardment by Russia of the entire war. It is also the most deadly strike on Kyiv in a month. So, you know, the destruction in downtown Kyiv is extensive. I know the area very well, where at least 2 ballistic missiles fired by Russia plunged straight into, causing huge damage to residential buildings right around that area. We know from European officials that a European Union delegation building where its staff work in Kyiv was badly damaged in the attack. We also know from the UK government, a British cultural institution funded by the UK government, its building was also damaged in this attack. The death toll has been rising through the morning. It is now 18 killed, amongst them 4 children. The youngest is a 2-year-old girl.
Russia and Ukraine have exchanged drone strikes for weeks now, but this is the first attack on Kyiv since a flurry of diplomatic moves over the summer, including President Trump's big summit with Vladimir Putin. Is Putin trying to send a message here?
Well, the message is clearly that Russia is going to continue this war. I mean, there is absolutely no indication that Russia is willing to stop the war, despite everything it says. I mean, there has been a kind of typical mixed message from the Kremlin this morning saying we're still committed to the negotiations for peace while we continue our war, although they don't even use the word war. They use the term special military operation. Look, European leaders have slammed Russia after this attack. We've heard from French President Emmanuel Macron. We've also heard from British Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer saying Russia is killing children. And also the Finnish president, Alexander Stubb. Remember, he was one of the European leaders in Washington last Monday, just after that summit between Vladimir Putin and Donald Trump. And Alexander Stubb has developed a real rapport with Donald Trump. And in his post online, Stubb is saying, look, you know, what is needed now is tougher action against Russia. And I think that is also the message from Ukrainian President Zelensky. They are looking towards the United States for action on sanctions. President Trump has promised it before, but in recent days, he hasn't been threatening Russia with tougher economic measures, which Europe believes could turn the tide and force Russia to actually negotiate a deal which Ukraine could accept.
All right, foreign correspondent Tom Soufi Burridge, thank you.